Hello fans, welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ. Stay updated with the latest transfer gossip and breaking news.
Our first news is huge. Man United ready to go all out with €150 million transfer bid for world-class forward. Manchester United are reportedly ready to make a huge bid for the ambitious transfer of Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez this summer. The Argentina international, formerly of Man Utd's rivals Man City, has shown since moving to La Liga last summer and getting the chance to play more often. "I cried in my car the day I left Man United." Which United legend has hit out at the lies about his time at Old Trafford. Alvarez also had his moments during his time in the Premier League, despite being unfortunate to find himself behind Erling Haaland in the pecking order at the Etihad Stadium. So, could Alvarez now be heading back to the Premier League? A report from fixtures states that the 25-year-old is being mentioned a lot behind the scenes at United. The Spanish outlet go on to say that MUFC are ready to offer as much as €150 million to bring Alvarez to Old Trafford. United need a new striker next season, with Alvarez surely a significant upgrade on struggling duo Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund. Ruben Amorim surely needs to be given a statement signing like this, though one imagines the club would also need to make significant sales first. It's clear Alvarez won't come cheap, but fixtures suggest United are ready to try their luck with this ambitious deal. City fans probably won't be too happy if their former player returns to Manchester so soon after leaving and ends up playing for their rivals. It will be interesting to see what Alvarez himself decides to do, as he might not be keen on moving around that much in a relatively short space of time. Atletico are doing well this season and there seems little reason to believe Alvarez would be better off with this struggling United side. Don't miss out on all the latest updates. Subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our second news is Bayern Munich in talks for brave Man United ace who cost nearly £7 million per goal. As INEOS look to raise some much-needed funds, Bayern Munich have reportedly opened shock talks to sign a Manchester United player who's finally beginning to find form. Man United transfer news. Ruben Amorim was once again forced to provide an honest and blunt answer when asked about Manchester United's position to spend money when the transfer window arrives, telling reporters in the build-up to this Sunday's clash against Tottenham Hotspur, "We know with the moment of the club, I have to understand these problems, but that problem is not new. You know the rules of financial fair play. We have a problem at the moment, but my focus is on that and not the other things. Here is simple, to do something we need to sell players. My focus is to prepare the game. The window is closed and we have to focus on the next game, then in the summer we will see." Of course, those sales failed to come to fruition in the January transfer window, with those at Old Trafford forced to settle for loan moves to make room for Patrick Dorgu and Aiden Heaven, which saw both Marcus Rashford and Antony leave. When the summer arrives, however, those loan exits could prove to be fairly worthwhile for the Red Devils. According to reports in Spain, Bayern Munich have now opened shock talks to sign Antony amid his recent resurgence on loan at Real Betis, scoring twice in 3 games. Setting their valuation at a reported €50 million, £42 million, this summer after initially signing the Brazilian for close to £82 million in the summer of 2022, Manchester United could at least make back half of what they paid out, which has often looked unlikely given he scored just 12 goals in a return rate of nearly £7 million spent per goal. In what is becoming quite the trend, meanwhile, Antony has instantly found his best form since leaving Old Trafford. Brave Antony now following Man United trend. Whether it's been Alexis Sanchez or, more recently, Scott McTominay, the trend of Manchester United players finding top form away from an Old Trafford nightmare is only growing. In an instant, Antony has stolen the headlines at Real Betis, scoring a particularly impressive goal in their recent 3-0 victory over KAA Gent in the Europa Conference League. It's the type of finish that those at Old Trafford last saw the Brazilian unleash in the early days of his Manchester United career, in a period which saw him earn the praise of Erik ten Hag. The former United manager told BBC Sport in 2022, "I know what he can be. On the pitch he is brave. During the transfer window we looked for players with the right character, who can fight and battle. That bravery is now on show in Spain as Manchester United continue to struggle under Amorim, and Antony potentially heads towards a shock move to Bayern Munich in the summer transfer window. Don't miss out on all the latest updates. Subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our third news is Man United Transfer NewsMan Utd eyeing Liam Delap deal this summer. According to The Athletic, Manchester United could make an approach to sign Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap at the end of the campaign. The Red Devils are likely to invest in a new striker during the summer transfer window, having struggled to find the back of the net regularly this season. Sporting Lisbon star Victor Gyökeres has been heavily linked with a move to Old Trafford, but The Athletic claim that he is unlikely to join the Red Devils. The Swede wants the guarantee of Champions League football if he were to leave Lisbon. Furthermore, United are also unwilling to spend big on his services as he will be turning 27 before next season. Instead of Gyökeres, Ipswich Town's Delap is highlighted as a more viable target for the Red Devils. Ipswich are set to demand a big fee for the 22-year-old, but the sum could be much lower if they don't beat the drop. United could make a genuine move in such a situation, but Delap's former club Manchester City still have an edge with a buyback clause worth £40 million at their disposal. Tough deal. United have been poor in the striking department this campaign. Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund have netted a combined tally of 5 goals in the English top flight. The club need an upgrade on the duo ahead of next season. With budget constraints, they could swoop for Delap, who has amassed 9 goals since Ipswich's promotion to the top tier. Delap has a similar profile as Højlund. He has impressed with his physical presence and has pace to get behind defenses. However, he has been more effective in capitalizing on scoring opportunities. United should have no problem paying around £40 million or more for the marksman, but Man City could prove a hurdle for them with their buyback option. The citizens could be enticed to re-sign their former academy graduate than allowing him to join their fiercest domestic rivals during the next transfer window. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man United Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. Our last news is Gary Neville drops transfer hint to Man United. Manchester United legend Gary Neville believes Brighton and Hove Albion star Danny Welbeck is good enough to play for the Old Trafford club. The Seagulls thrashed Chelsea 3-0 in the Premier League at the Amex Stadium on Friday evening. Welbeck played a prominent role in the victory by earning 2 assists. Speaking after the game, Neville said on Sky Sports, "He was let go too quickly at United, because if you think about Louis van Gaal, his style is very precise, and Danny wasn't in his game back then, so he just let him go. But he's actually perfect for how Manchester United should play, threatening space in behind and playing off front players. This idea that he's not good enough for Manchester United is absolutely rubbish. He's good enough to be in a pool of 3 or 4 strikers. He's destroying defenses, he's torn Colwill and Chalobah to shreds." United were right to sell Welbeck in 2014. United sanctioned the exit of Welbeck to Arsenal for a fee of £16 million in the summer of 2014. Welbeck has had a fine career and could have been a valuable squad player for the Red Devils. He made 126 appearances for the Gunners, netting 32 goals and recording 13 assists. He has featured 148 times for Brighton, bagging 32 goals and 12 assists. The striker also had similar statistics for United. However, then United head coach Louis van Gaal deemed the centre-forward surplus to requirements. Welbeck was young when he was with the Red Devils and would have demanded a more prominent role. It is difficult for any player to settle for a squad role during the best years of their career. Scott McTominay was in a similar dilemma last summer as he opted to join Napoli. He was a key player at Old Trafford, but it was difficult to see him start regularly, considering the presence of Manuel Ugarte, Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes in midfield. Welbeck could still make a surprise return to United. The Red Devils were interested in signing him in the summer of 2023. Former United manager Erik ten Hag saw him as a potential excellent addition. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, loudspeaker, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below. Down arrow.